Reception, but Marvin Harrison redeems himself, Greg, with this touchdown grab. Do you think this is a turning point in his season?
I really hope so. There's a lot of things on film that I don't like about what I see from Marvin Harrison off the line, at the top of his routes, not being able to create separation. He's a very vertical running individual. But hopefully this gets him going.
Man, do you like that response by him, or would you rather just see him get up and?
Well, he always takes a knee, Brew. No, like dating back to college.
He
Not
does.
necessarily that.
But this was, you could tell. Yeah. It's like, man, finally. And it's a weight off of his shoulders a little bit. But we'll see if he can sustain.
Him struggling has been shocking.
Yeah.
Like there's not many wide receivers that I feel like are full-on safe prospects.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the top of the list because pedigree, big school, awesome every year. You know what I mean? Like it seemed impossible that he wouldn't be really good.
Like Jalen Polk a little bit.
No, it's absolutely nothing.
That was almost as shocking as the Bears not making the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
Mets have 2 on in Wrigley. Dansby with the grab, but he falls into the stands here.
He
gives an alley-oop to Shaw. Then Lindor gets thrown out at the plate. Then they were like, nope, actually, guess what? He's safe because he was out of the field of play, so everybody gets to advance. Looks like
it was good. That's why he threw it.
No, but he's out. Once he's out, runners advance.
Hold on. Why would anyone get to advance? I don't understand.
Because he took well, he did.
Oh, they're saying the out.
The out counts.
Okay, got it. But everyone gets to advance.
But Lindor gets to come home and score, and Alonso got to third. He would end up scoring. Mets win 8-5. They're holding on to the last wild card spot. Wonderful Reds up 2-1 on the Pirates in the ninth, trying to stay in the wild card hunt. Reynolds drives this one, is about to tie the game. But Marte, with the nonchalant catch of the year.
Oh, that was nice.
That's a game-saving, tying catch.
I mean, those are hops. He really didn't even have much of a run.
Reds
but Brew, just like the NFL. What if he didn't have the glove?
Yeah, one game behind the Mets in the last wild card spot. Weird, East Carolina up 21-6 on Army. This is going to be a 50-yard attempt.
That guy's tiny. Who's this?
It's going to be the holder.
That guy is little.
Yes,
he got some wheels on.
And he's also like, they're running like a real, he's running through the line.
He was a tailback.
That's like cheating. Moving. They couldn't see it.
He's the holder.
No, he's a tiny fella.
Well, he is small. He almost got hurt in the celebration.
Watch him hit the hole. Watch this. It's like an actual blocking
he is
scheme
small.
right here. I don't know which gap that is, but it's.
I mean, it's a good thing he had open air because he could have
gets hit. It's over.
Carolina wins 28-6 in the final. Wonderful. Dodgers are up 4-0 on the Snakes. Ohtani just golfs this one out for a home run number 54.
The Dodgers. Ohtani does something.
I'm just saying. I'm waiting for everybody to admit he's the boat.
He's great.
Boat.
The Dodgers clinch the NL West for the 12th time in 13 years. Ohtani gets some Budweiser's poured on him. The Snakes fall to 2 games behind the Mets.
They're
Snakes
done.
No, they're not.
They're done.
Oh, they might slither back into contention. That's weird and wonderful from the National Pastimes. Packers.
Is that the Dodgers' second champagne celebration? Because that's the division, and they'd already clinched the.
I think it's a thing. We found out yesterday it's a thing in baseball.
Shout out Pasquantino for watching the show.
6 RBIs for the Pasquatch. I don't know.
He's a great player.
He had him by himself.
He's a
great player.
No doubt.
He's a great player.
I was going to try to put in.
Too bad. I'm going to miss them. I'm not even.
Nice
I'm not
nice
even like.
Packers favored by a touchdown Sunday night. Packers defense with Micah, great. Dallas defense without him, not great. But listen to this newest quote from Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan.
Let's make no mistake about it. Micah is special, and we all know he is, and he can be disruptive.
Right.
And while he does make great plays, there is also a way to approach playing against Micah, as we know, because we didn't exactly win the Super Bowl during those years.
Brew, your reaction to Jerry's latest comments.
And we shortened them for brevity.
Yeah.
He said a little more,
Yes,
basically talking about how Micah can be exploited against the run.
Well, look, they should try to run at him. That's what a lot of teams did to him. They've done it to both, great pass rushers. I guess that's what they'll try. It might be their best strategy. What was the question?
The question was,
Who's under the most pressure?
which quarterback's under the most pressure once you got your reaction to that Jerry Jones stuff that I thought you'd be more fired up about, to be honest with you.
I assume one of you may say J-Lo because they're expected to win, but I look at it this way. Yes, he's expected to win. Dak isn't. Nobody really is expecting Dak to win. But if the OKC Thunder were playing the Portland Trail Blazers, of course the Thunder are expected to win. But is there pressure on them? No, because they're that much better. Green Bay is so much better than the Cowboys right now. I see no pressure on Jordan Love. Like, he's going to go in there, even if he's just solid, average, they're going to roll. To me, the pressure's on Dak because a few months ago, they had a big three in Dallas. Now, I know they weren't like a Super Bowl contender, but it was CD, it was Dak, and it was Micah. Now they're all gone except Dak. He's the last one standing. And when you're the highest paid player in NFL history, even though we understand he's not working with much, I think the frustrated fans in Dallas are going to blame Dak if he doesn't go out there and cook, which I don't think he will.
I think they're going to blame Jerry, and I don't think this quote helps.
Yeah, I'm actually with you, Brew. I said Dak as well, because there is no CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, when your defense is playing as poorly as they are, you rely on the offense. Well, no CeeDee Lamb, you're going to look and say, Dak, can you get it done? Yep. You're a pass-first team. Before any running game that's being established, you're a pass-first team. And so when I look at this Dallas Cowboys team, the only way that they will be in any game is if Dak elevates everybody else around him. When you're on that field, and you talked about the big three, this is why you have quarterbacks that you believe in, that you pay big money to overcome what you lack. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys lack a lot on offense. They have injuries at the offensive line position. They have injuries, obviously, at the perimeter position with CeeDee Lamb. They have no faces, pretty much, or no personnel. That sounds very disrespectful, but a lack of personnel defensively, and so they're poor defensively. That puts all the weight on Dak. Because there's a quote that Jerry said right after this trade as well, and it reads like this. Well, I thought it read like this. Where is it at? I suggest we
get ahead and run the ball.
I suggest we get ahead and run the ball. You know why he said that? Because he understands the guy that he's making this quote about. If he doesn't do that, he's going to wreak havoc. So that puts pressure on Dak to score, to not allow Micah Parsons to come back and disrupt everything that they potentially could do and have the return that he's hoping to have.
Listen, I agree with you guys. I think the pressure is on Jordan Love just not turn the ball over. I think that's the extent of his pressure is don't do what you did against the Browns. I also am more interested with what you were more interested in, which is the Jerry Jones quote. I don't know what he's doing, and I don't know why he keeps doing this. I don't know why Jerry Jones is treating Micah Parsons and how good is Micah Parsons the way I think some, and this is not a political statement, I promise, but some bad actors in news media treat like international conflict that they are just banking on. Nobody really knows what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say these things and be like, oh, I assume that's correct because nobody really knows. As if we don't watch Micah Parsons every weekend.
Yeah.
As if we haven't seen him for 4 years. Jerry Jones really thinks he can speak into existence the idea that Micah Parsons, not that good. Micah Parsons is pros in pass rush, but he actually picks up the opposing running back and carries him down the field, and so it undercuts it. And he really thinks like he can win a PR war.
It does.
And so
he was winning it right after.
No,
I mean,
correct.
honestly,
He had a temporary.
You were hearing that.
Right. He had a temporary surge, and then you know what happened? The game started being played. Yeah. And people were like, gosh darn it, you know what? Mike is still good. And I just think it's so silly. I think it is so silly for Jerry to still be trying to spin this yarn. And I think it is, the only explanation for it is he wants to speak into existence that he was right, but he forgets that the other thing he spoke into existence was telling everyone who would listen before he traded Micah how badly he wanted to keep Micah and offered him the most money any player's ever been offered on the defensive side of the ball. And so you can't tell us that and then be like, actually, we're better without him. You were the one that wanted to keep him. So I think it's so, I just think it's so ridiculous. I hope Micah has a massive game.
Ooh. Coming up next, the hottest segment in all of sports. Greg trying to extend his lead with Coach. It's upset.
Even if Greg and Coach were two separate teams and you split their score in half, they'd still be crushing.
Exactly.
They should be separate teams.
I'm due.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema